When most people think of Tomb Raider 3, their minds go straight to the jungles of India, the icy corridors of Antarctica, or maybe even the surreal alien geometry of Area 51. But in my opinion, there's one level sitting right in the middle of Lara Croft's globe-trotting adventure that offers something completely different. And that level is Nevada Desert. It's dry, dangerous, and deceptively quiet. It's one of the most memorable and atmospheric transitions in the entire game. In this level, Tomb Raider 3 throws you into a scorching silence of the desert, surrounded by sand and mystery. This isn't just a new environment, it's a complete change in tone. In this video, I will break down what makes the Nevada Desert level so unique, and why it continues to stand out in a game that's already full of iconic moments. From the very first steps in the Nevada Desert, you know something's off. There's no dramatic cutscenes, no grand entrance, just an open landscape of sand-coloured rock, sun-bleached textures, and an eerie quiet. The soundtrack here leans into that emptiness, however, also creates a feeling of isolation and survival. Visually, this level is a stark contrast to the lush jungles and ornate temples of previous stages. The Nevada settings trades grandeur for subtlety. The rock formations aren't particularly elaborate, but they feel believable. You're not in a mythical tomb anymore, you're in the real world, or at least something close to it. In my opinion, that is what makes it effective. The environment isn't trying to overwhelm you here, it's trying to disorientate you. There are no clear signs telling you where to go next, just a series of natural looking canyons and plateaus, broken up by barbed wire fences and military equipment scattered around like breadcrumbs. It's not just a level, it's an illusion of a real place, somewhere forgotten and somewhere restricted. What makes Nevada Desert a standout level isn't just how it looks in my opinion, but also how it plays. The platforming here is pure Tomb Raider 3, or Tomb Raider in general. It's precise, unforgiving and deeply rewarding. On this level it really doesn't hold your hand, but at the same time doesn't feel unfair either. It seems to respect your familiarity with Lara's controls and puts them to the test. This isn't about flashy stunts or vertical skyscrapers of level geometry, it's about flow. You're constantly scanning the environment, looking for the next ledge, the next crevice or slope that you might survive sliding down. Half the time it feels like you're not following a designed path, but much in keeping with the desert theme, you are carving your own. In my opinion, that's a big part of the appeal. The terrain on this level pushes you to experiment with timing and trajectory. One mistimed jump and you're either impaled, electrocuted or pancaked by a boulder trap you didn't see coming. There's a constant rhythm here: explore, observe and execute, and then repeat. What's satisfying is that none of it feels overly scripted. If you do pull off a tricky sequence, it feels like you earned it, not because the game told you how, but because you figured it out yourself. Puzzle design in Nevada Desert leans into more of a militarized theme. Instead of ancient keys or mystical artifacts, you're dealing with machinery, power switches, and good old-fashioned environmental hazards. The puzzles here just aren't about flipping a switch, they're about understanding how each part of the level interacts with the next. Whether you're lowering water levels to reveal access points, or releasing the water into a dam so you're able to access a previously unreachable item. You may also be exploding the whole area up. There's a grounded logic here, but it's layered with enough unpredictability to keep you on your toes. You might spend 15 minutes trying to figure out how to access a fenced off compound, only to realise the solution involves doubling back and using the lever to flood a previous area so you're able to jump over the fence and get in. This level doesn't hold up a neon sign saying you did something right, much like the modern Tomb Raider games do. It just quietly shifts the world and waits for you to notice. Granted, Nevada Desert does test your reflexes, spatial awareness and your patience, but in my opinion what truly sets it apart and cements it in the mind of long-time fans isn't just the design, it's the tone. The uncanny feeling of being somewhere you're not supposed to be, and the eerie shimmer of isolation. This level is a slow burn paranoia wrapped in sandstone and sun glare. Right from the start, there's an unease baked into the landscape. It's too quiet and too still. You're surrounded by barren rock and government fencing, but it never feels empty. It feels watched, like you've crossed into a restricted territory and every step you take is being tracked from some unseen control room. You're not exploring an ancient ruin or long-forgotten tomb here. You are actually trespassing. That shift, in my opinion, from mythological to modern, or reverence to surveillance, changes everything. This level doesn't ask you to admire the past, it dares you to survive the present. Nevada Desert is a level which expertly describes the show don't tell theory. There's no exposition dump, no cutscene giving context as to why Lara is even in Nevada. You pick it all up through environmental cues. Why are there the electric fences scattered across canyon paths? And why is there a military compound hidden in the desert? And what are they guarding? Everything about Nevada Desert is designed to make you ask questions. And you never truly get an answer. You move from natural rock formations into increasingly artificial structures. Electronic fences, levers and switches. The deeper you go, the more environment feels manipulated. The natural world isn't just clashing with man-made technology, it is slowly being replaced by it. And that progression is what sets the tone for what's coming next. Nevada Desert is the perfect build-up in my opinion. It doesn't explode, it's more of a simmer. It's the slow intake of breath before the exhale of Area 51. By the time you reach the end, the tone has completely shifted. You've gone from isolation and survival to infiltration and secrecy. The only question remains, what is it they're actually hiding in Area 51? Amongst long-time fans, Nevada Desert is often cited as a turning point and iconic level. The game's pacing is one of standout examples of core design at their most restrained and intentional. It's frequently mentioned in community retrospectives, fan rankings, and modded reimaginings. And I think it's because it represents that unique Tomb Raider blend of isolation, challenge, and discovery. It asks you to think differently, to move differently, to trust your instincts in a space where nothing is quite what it seems. It appears to me you aren't just playing through an environment, this is almost a survival type situation. In a series filled with crumbling temples, lost cities and supernatural horrors, Nevada Desert stands tall as one of the most grounded and quietly bold levels in the franchise. It doesn't need gods or magical relics to hook you, it just needs a fence you can't cross, and questions that never get answered. It's one level and one environment, but to me, it speaks absolute volumes. And that's why in my opinion, after all these years, Nevada Desert still earns its place among the greats. Thank you so much for watching my video on the level of Tomb Raider 3's Nevada Desert. Please leave a comment down below what you like about this level and what you dislike about this level. As always, thank you to my members for their continued support, and to you, goodbye and have a good day.